Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's the C# programmer Zambia, and in this video we're going to be looking at if-else statements in C++. So before we go ahead, just make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can receive instant notifications on my uploads. Okay, so this is a step-by-step explanation that I'm going to be giving you. Okay, so you're going to understand if statements fully in case you didn't understand them or it's your first time. So we simply create our new project. If you don't know how to create a new project, I explained on how to do that in the first video. So you can simply check out my my basic C++ playlist. So I've got some playlists. Then I've got a how-to playlist, which teaches you various things on you know, your Windows your Windows PC and other Microsoft products. Then I also have a basic C# playlist. Okay, so more playlists coming up, and if you have questions on anything, I'd request that you can simply just drop them in the comment section below. All right, so and I will also put my Twitter link in the description below, and my Facebook link in the description below too, preferably even my email. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, let's go straight into coding. So our project title, this is the if else statement. Okay, so we simply do that. Okay, so after arriving at this stage, we can simply delete this. Okay, so this is basically the layout of your program. Okay, now the program we're creating is simply going to display a certain message when the user enters their age. Okay, so what exactly do you think we need? Obviously we need the user to enter their age, right? So first things first, we're going to declare a variable to store the person's age, and according to the basic rules, although it's not mandatory, it's better to name your variables according to what exactly they're storing. So this variable is storing the user's age. Okay, so you can simply say int age. All right, from there we can terminate, and we've declared the variable. So we can also add comments. Okay, this is the importance of comments. And if you're doing a coding exam, it's very good to add comments to make your lecturer understand, or for basic programs like this, obviously the lecturer is going to understand instantly, but then it just shows to say you know what you're doing, and it makes your work just look very presentable. So here we are declaring the age variable. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is we would obviously like to ask the user to enter their age, right? So here we're going to display a message. So display a message to request the user for input. Okay, so here we're simply going to ask the user to enter their age. So we say cout please enter your age. Okay, that's enter your age, and from there we simply say end line. Okay, terminate. Okay, then from there now we're simply going to request for user input. So we're going to type in the code to request for user input. Oh yeah, that's input. Okay, so we simply say cin. Now what are we asking for? We are asking for the user to input their age. So we say cin age, which is the variable that we declared here. So exactly like that. Okay, so from there If we run our program, we can simply press F9. You're going to see to say the message is going to be displayed. Please enter your age, and you can enter your age. Let's say I'm 50, and you know, that's all our program is doing. But then we want it to display a message. Let's say I'm 50. What should it tell me? Let's say I'm 30. What should it tell me? Let's say I'm 5. What should it tell me? Okay, so we're going to use if statements. Okay, so if statements, you can just look at this. So we say if, and brackets there. So if inside the brackets here, we're going to have the condition. It's just like speaking English, you know. You say, you offer some, you give somebody instructions to say, if the person who comes here is 50 years old, tell them to say they are old enough to be a programmer. Otherwise, if they are less than 50 years old, tell them to say it's never too early to be a programmer. Okay, so here we're going to say if age, in this case I'm going to use 18. So if the age is greater than 18, okay, if the person's age is greater than 18, curly brackets there, we're going to say see out, you are old enough to be a programmer. Okay, so from there we close our statement and terminate. Then let's try to run, okay, just to see our progress. Okay, so let's say I'm 20. Okay, so I'll simply type 20 there and enter, and it tells me I am old enough to be a programmer. You're old enough to be a programmer. Okay, but what if I am not 20? Okay, what if I am like 7 years old? So I press F9. So let's say 7. It does nothing, right? So that's why we need an else statement. Otherwise, if you don't really need the program to do something else, in case the user doesn't meet the condition, then you don't need the else statement. Otherwise, in this case, we need the else statement. Okay, so if the condition is met, this statement is executed. If not, the following statement is executed. So else, we can just insert some curly brackets there. Else, see out, it's never too early to become a programmer. All right, so we can simply say end L, and we terminate. So now let's try to run our code. So F9 is the shortcut for building and running in C code blocks. Okay, so here I'm going to enter to say I am just 11 years old. Okay, so you see what it tells me. It's never too early to become a programmer. Okay, so if you have any questions on if statements, you can simply ask them in the comment section below, and I will respond according to the platform that you use. All right, so in the next video I'm going to be talking about the if else statement. Okay, and we'll be doing the switch statement after that. So thanks for watching this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification icon.